All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do group well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and Adawan Ratazah. This lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and the Wadiah Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Isaiah 4:1 is not hard to see at all. And I've actually been wanting to do or speak on this in particular prophecy for quite some time now. Just haven't had the inspiration, until as of late. And then I was, as a quick testimony, I actually just caught a Uber, by a older woman, all right, an older divorced, struggling woman, with 3 children. And, not to go into detail, but, as the brothers post, the struggle continues. And the main people that are struggling right now is the isolated, independent, believing in the wine of the serpent's doctrine, the woman, and she had said to me as we were getting close to dropping me off, she had said to me, I normally don't tell people about my life or my situation, but pretty much I felt comfortable telling you, and it just goes to show you that's an omen. All right. And I just got out the car, I spoke to her, back and forth conversation. The Lord has blessed us with wisdom, intellect, and, we can mingle with all sorts. All right. So let me just get this quick precept real quick. And there's also a benefit to being at peace with all men because, when you keep your ear to the ground, you hear a lot, So let me get this real quick. This is Romans 12:18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. All right. All men, all women, things of that nature. And we're starting to hear a more common conversation pertaining to prophecy. And what you're hearing is people on the ground level are speaking out about the struggles. Okay. They're speaking out about the woes. And now, as the Holy Spirit has been warning and exhorting and rebuking, and Jake not listening, the woman not listening, now they're starting to feel the heat of that prophecy in the kitchen cooking up. And this precept just came to my mind, so I'm going to grab this real quick. I have more I would like to say, but I want to get this this talking point real quick. Okay, look, the fall of man. So pretty much everyone, all right, including the woman, has now fallen victim to the serpent wine of Esau. And now in the last days, they are seeing that what they have been betting on is not for their betterment. All right. So as it starts to increase, you're going to start seeing more of a gravitational pull to you as a hopeful elect. All right. A house on a hilltop cannot be hid. All right. And let me get the other day, I had this who appeared to be an Edomite. Me and the brother were walking together and he said, man, you two light up a room, so people are seeing, things upon us that we potentially may not be seeing. Now, what I want to do is I just want to grab this real quick. And right here, Genesis 3:6. All right. So when you go into this serpent was a magician. This word serpent doesn't literally mean a snake. And even the mere fact that we have this understanding shows you Isaiah 4:1. Just the mere fact that we have foresight, the mere fact that we are prudent, the mere fact that we can sustain ourselves in uncomfortable positions and remain calm showcases the mental fortitude through the spirit that Yahweh Shemel Shai is building us up to have. And this is why we're going to be looked at as gold. Okay. I don't go out of my way to try to raise up a weaker vessel. This lesson is not to diss or down talk or disregard a woman. What we're here to do, to tell you, is through Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, the natural order and ways of life. And because of wickedness, because of evil, now the operations of creature is all completely out of whack. So judgment is going to realign the natural order of things. Now, I got Genesis 3. I'm also going to get Genesis 1 because I got to get what the Spirit is given to me. So what I want to do now is I want to go down, okay, about right here. We're going to go into the 5th day. But before I do that, I want to show you the mindset of what the general public of people are in, starting with the woman, because it was prophesied the woman shall compass a man. So now society is ran off the tenets or the viewpoints of acceptance based off a woman because it just adds titties and flesh. But in the time of Jacob's trouble, in a time of famine, explosion, sudden destruction, that woman that likes to walk around in this independent drunk spirit is going to get sobered up very quickly, and she's going to take place in the natural order of creation, and that will be under a man, and not just a man, but a man of the Lord. Okay, so this is not about a freak fest. This is not because we're horny. All right, we're talking about a kingdom that's getting ready to be established on earth, and because of the great tribulation that's going to come upon this empire as prophesied, a part of the reaction of that judgment will be women looking for a man of the Lord to survive. Okay, this real quick, Genesis 3 and 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, like Esau, I seen men as trees walking, right? So that they want to eat off of these trees walking. This is why women are drunk right now. They believe in Esau's doctrine. They believe in the Babylonian dream. Okay. It says, and let me just add this into, I have this talking point that I want to bring up as well. You know, when it comes to, you know, the order and men and women, I want to say this, you know, for the Jake women out there, Jake women need to be the most humble, because when you think about identifying a Jake, you easily identify a Jake male more than a Jake female. The average Jake female acts like a heathen. Okay. And when you look at the standard of what women carry themselves in, they wouldn't be allowed in camp. They'd be suspended. They'd get rebuked. They'd be told they don't even speak. You see? So when you really look at the characteristics of a woman, all right, compared to the Israelite man within the fold, within the truth, within the doctrine, all right, within the grace and mercy of the vibration of the Ruach HaKodesh, you see how the Israelite man can self-govern himself as well as his household to the best of his ability outside of the natural stumbling blocks of this system that was rigged against us. You can see that we can handle ourselves, okay? And what you're also seeing is portions of our people, men, children, and women, are out of line, and this is what's going to bring order to things, okay? Genesis 3 and 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, right, like now, this looks like a good opportunity. College looks like a good idea, right? And that it was pleasant to the eyes. You get the commercials, you get certain doors open for you. You know, you may have to work hard, but you don't have to work as hard, okay, as the Israelite man. But then guess what? Then you go through the steps, you go through all the charades, and you know what you find out? You find out on average that the average woman in Babylon is completely ran through. Okay, she's single. She's past her age of prime. She has multiple children. She's recently divorced, and she's struggling. That was what this woman told me, all in a 15-minute ride home. Okay, I didn't pry, I didn't poke, I didn't snicker, but I understood. All right, I was thinking about scriptures. I wasn't thinking with my little head. I was thinking in the spirit. All right, I was thinking in the spirit about what she was saying. Because a wicked nigga would take that woman's low point just to pop, okay? But I took everything she said and was thinking about the scriptures, and it led me to the title for this lesson, which we already know. It's easy to see Isaiah 4 and 1. It's very easy, okay? It says, and it was pleasant to the eyes and a tree to be desired to make one wise. This is what women are at right now. They think college is wise. They think salary is wise. And guess what? They're in particular women that sigh and cry in passing, okay, that tell me how they're salaried, they're tired, they're overworked, but this is what you wanted. So now, okay, now as destruction comes, let's get this in Proverbs 3. I know I got Genesis 1. If the Spirit has it, I will bring out a point, but I'm going to bring out what's coming to my mind. Proverbs 3, and let me get this real quick. Is it 25? I want to show you something. Yep. Proverbs 3 and 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, but can a woman apply this? No. Even sisters in the truth, you're not designed to have that certain caliber. Is there rare cases? Yeah, of course. But guess what? It's going to come through exhortation from the man. When you go into Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, and you have the 7 sons with their mother, it was the sons that exhorted their mother to die manfully. Okay, and she took heed. Okay, so the inspiration that women may carry and conduct themselves in, that still comes from the home front of the man. All right. So when the time comes and the deal goes down and sudden destruction takes place, women will naturally get in order. They're not going to jump up and say, I'll start the fire. You know, now they could be taught. Okay. But even when you look at the common upbringing of a woman compared to a man in the society, which now Esau has now equivalated the average male's life to the experience of a woman, meaning living the city life, microwave food. You know, people don't even cook no more. All right. So the order of things is completely out of whack pertaining to Psalms 82. If a brother wants to post that, they may be listening. Psalms 82, and I believe it's 6, the whole earth is out of course. So judgment is going to realign earth back to its natural order, just like from the beginning. And since I said that, Brakata Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, let's prove it. So when you go into, I believe, the 5th day, let me see right here. Okay. I believe it's the 5th day. All right. Let's see. Yes. Let me see. Yep. Right here. At evening and morning were the 5th day. Okay. Moving creatures, all created, right? Genesis 1:24. And the power said, okay, there are men on earth, okay, that have taken human form, that are gods. Okay. We are gods as Israelite men, but you have the first fruit. You have the predestinated. You have men walking this earth that partook in creating this earth. That is powerful to me. We don't bug out in it. We don't exalt ourselves, but we do acknowledge the creation of creature. Okay. Even just the mere fact of us as Israelite men, we hold in this body the men and women. Okay. Now we're going to get new bodies. We hold the future sons and daughters of Israel within us. Okay. So we are the progenitor. We are the creator. We are the creators, okay? The man is, and the Lord is getting ready to show this to the world. And in so much, he's going to put the fear of, as they say, the fear of God in the creature, and everybody's going to react different. And I'll show you that, okay? Now, I'm done with Genesis 3. Let me get this, okay? Guess how man's going to act? Man's going to act like a female. And female is going to finally humble down, and she's going to want to run to a man, but not just any man, but an elect Israelite man. And that doesn't necessarily mean that she'll also be taken and protected as well. This is very serious, you know. This is Jeremiah 6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? So you're going to have men turn bitch made in Jacob's trouble. See? But the Lord is building us up as men. There's a lot of bitterness that we go through, a lot of baptism, a lot of purging, okay? We're actually being built up in the spirit and in the mind to be able to be pillars, all right, as this shit goes down, okay? And let me also add this in real quick so I don't miss none of my points. I've been watching Elder Pastor Har's videos lately. I always watch them, but right here, an hour ago, an Israelite man will be more precious than fine gold. There's another one. This is why women can't come into the inner circle. So the Holy Spirit is auditing, okay, the dysfunctional roles that people are playing right now. And number one is the role of the woman. She don't even have a fucking role, okay? She don't even know what her role is, all right? And going back, you know, hey, I ain't dissing our sisters or nothing, but Esau's done such a number on you that I can't say, oh, yeah, that's a Jake woman. You know, that's a heathen woman. That's a Jake woman. You know, and Jake always talked about get you a sister, the average Jake woman acts like a heathen. And I'm looking at two of them right here. I could just look and see how fucking bugged out she is. But let an explosion happen. You know, let some real shit go down. Let the train that she's riding on and, but let the train she's riding on, okay, instead of riding on her derails I guarantee you there's going to be a soft-spoken, meek vessel right there. Okay? So when sudden destruction takes place and men turn into women, bitch made, scared, afraid, and the men of the Lord are shining, okay, and having stability because of the wisdom and knowledge that the known world doesn't even possess. Remember, the scriptures say there have been more shown to us than the man. So the mere fact even of just this wisdom alone that we have, what it's going to do for us in the near future is going to reflect how people view us in the near future. Okay? It says, ask ye now, Jeremiah 30:6, ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. Right, let a flat tire happen. Okay, with a bunch of females in the car. Who jumping out for Toya? Grab the jack, give me the tire iron. No, it ain't working like that. There ain't a sisterhood. Okay, there's a wicked ass culture of Jake women that may comment and talk and gossip, but there ain't a real sisterhood. Okay, and you're gonna see how quick the brotherhood looks attractive to the rest of these people out here, these women out here, but it's gonna take the level of judgment of prophecy to open their ass up. Okay, I've just been meditating on this, man. I was just sitting there listening to this woman speak, fairly attractive. Oh, she's past her prime, but I could see why she had 3 children. But then I also thought in the spirit, well, why are you divorced? Why are you struggling? Why are you going through this? See, because on the other aspect, what Esau also allows is the woman to leave with not everything but half. And then the man's at the bottom, the man's Ubering, the man's catching hell, the man's on child support. See? So I took that as an omen because I've been thinking about doing this lesson. Okay. But then it was the inspiration that led to this coming out now. And this is just real facts. Okay. This is just facts. If a building was burning right now, who's running in to get them babies? Not the woman. What is the old saying goes? It's a woman looking for her knight in shining armor. See, these women are so drunk off the Babylon booze that they got beard muscles right now. But until that prophecy slaps their ass in the face and sobers them up, then they're going to understand their natural role. Because just like in the book of Eli, she said, where Solaris, she told Denzel, she said, where are you going? He said, west. She said, can I come? He said, no. Man has direction. Man has direction. A woman is created to be a follower and to help while following that man. So in Jacob's trouble, I could see Isaiah 4:1 happening through the level of the following. Let me follow him. Let me go with him. He'll help me. See? That humility's coming. Isaiah 4:1 is so easy to see. And it ain't going to be because of Riz. It ain't going to be because they like our shoes. All right. None of that shit's going to matter. They're drunk right now. Right now, they need the car, the clothes, the carnal. Okay. I was just talking to a brother the other day. I said, you know how shallow women are? I said, just because what I drive, my vehicle doesn't dictate, my loyalty or love or whatever, it don't mean I'm going to pop you better because I got a Bugatti, that don't change the characteristics of the man. See? This is and that's going to bring back natural order too, man. Okay. Jeremiah 30:6, it says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? Imagine the lights go out right now. Imagine it was nighttime and the lights go out. Who's going to be the first one to scream? Go watch that movie, The First Purge. She wasn't calling that. She wasn't answering that Jake's call until shit went down and wasn't even the first ring and she picked up. Humbled. See? So we don't got brothers. Don't fret, man. Okay? We don't need a fret. We don't need a trip. Yahweh Shem El Shai is about to gravitate all the blessings unto us. It says, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So right here, it even shows you in Jacob's trouble that you're going to have men turn bitch made. So then in sudden destruction, how women going to act? What, you going to be tough? Even the toughest woman I know turn soft because she's a woman. That's her nature. That's her nature. So divine order is coming back. Proverbs 3:25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, but a woman will, a heathen will, a man of the Lord will, but the hopeful elect won't. right? Neither of desolation of the wicked when it cometh, but what it will be the mindset when desolation comes on the wicked. Most won't understand that's judgment from the Lord. Most won't say, oh, they were with. No, you're going to have to tell people, man, that's judgment from the Lord, man. You have to tell people, even I got to say this again, the mere fact of the wisdom that we have to break things down, to give understanding is monumental to the rest of this world. They don't have answers. They don't have solutions. See? All right. Now, from there, okay, let me get this real quick, man. Okay. This is Isaiah 24 and 8. It says, the mirth of Tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. And one thing that women love to do is party, okay, or have a good time. That's their role. That's their genetic makeup. But we're in captivity. We're catching hell. So a lot of our people wanted to receive their constellation now. That's why they jump ship. Jake man, Jake woman, okay? They all jump ship. What do they call them? Zaddies or whatever. And why is that? Because they're using their body to get what they want. You ever see Players Club? And it's true. And it's true. So don't get mad or emotional when we bring out the reality and we tell you how you're going to act in Jacob's trouble, because it's coming. Okay, all the eyes rolling and all the ignores, all the little, whatever. We're spiritual men first. We may be in this flesh, but we're not just walking in the flesh. So all that shit's gonna end, man. Okay, all the little pretty chicks, all of it. Okay, and guess what? Let me also add this too. No running water. How pretty they gonna be then? No deodorant, no makeup, scarcity, lack of bread. Oh yeah. Shit, I seen a video of a Jake woman fell down the stairs and her whole damn costume fell off, including her wig. It was like the Sonic rings. See? Reality's going to set in, okay? Reality's going to set in. Let me show you exactly. You go to the time of Elijah, okay? Where I thought I had that. Let's get it again. Let's go to 1 Kings 17. This is reality, okay? This is reality. Elijah predicts a drought. So aren't we telling you a famine's coming? Aren't we telling you lack of bread is coming? Aren't we telling you great tribulation is coming? See? 1 Kings 17, and look at you got birds feeding Elijah, okay? And I hope this lesson offends people too, because Jake needs to be baptized, man. All right, there's too many fake ass, phony ass, black ass people amongst us that ain't right, man. Okay, they ain't right, and a majority of you women ain't right. Majority of you women ain't right. And it needs to be said. It needs to be addressed. And the Holy Spirit is addressing your ass. 1 Kings 17. And let me just get to the point. In 8, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. See? So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks, and he called to her and said, fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel that I may drink. And the average woman ain't got so many demons on them. She ain't going to get your ass a drink or play her natural role unless she's working at a restaurant. Women play their natural role for Esau in the business world. But at home, that's when the demons come out. See? So that whole shit's going to switch, man, in Jacob's trouble. Watch. And they're going to play their natural role. They're going to be in their natural order. So if you brothers got you dealing with anything right now, man, don't fucking bow down to no bitch, man. Okay? And I'm saying it like that, which I really shouldn't, because a bitch is a female version of a dog, and dogs are loyal. Okay? Don't be stressing. Don't be catching yourself in all these feelings, your nose wide open. I love it, girl. Fuck all that, brothers. You are God in mortal flesh. We are just going through the natural process of prophecy right now. Do not let this temporal world blind you of that, especially not no weaker vessel. You see what the fuck happened to homeboy out there on the West Coast, and I'll leave. Oh, no, he's down south now, and I'll leave it at that. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. Now imagine you asking a woman that. First thing she's going to do is roll her eyes. And guess what? More than likely, a heathen woman would do that for you. Ask a Jake woman that. The world got to end for her ass to be baptized, to humble down and do it. But for Esau, her eyes light up like it's fucking Christmas. Excuse my language. I witnessed it. Even at my job in general. You know what I mean? Jake women I watch, it's like they get light on their feet when they see Esau. But when they see Jake, it's like a legion of demons hop on him. And I say, it's okay. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. And it says, and she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. This is the mindset of the woman. I'm just going to eat it, and I'm just going to die. You got to slap some. Shut up, girl. Shut up. You little doubtful ass. That's why we here. See, natural order's coming, brothers. Embrace your natural order as a man, okay? And hey, if she ain't your woman, don't worry about it, man, okay? They're going to gravitate to us, all right? And not because how we look no, it's because of who we are in the spirit. And look at that. Look what Elijah said to her. She's ready to die, okay? This is how you could actually come across a woman according to Isaiah 4:1. You walking, you this, you that, She's through, could potentially be getting a group of men trying to take her, all types of things. It says we're saviors. It says we're saviors. And Elijah said unto her, fear not. Go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and for thy son. See? Complete humility is what's going to allow her to enter, okay? All that stiff neck, hard talking, nigga, you're gone. Okay, you need to be resetted. For thus saith the Lord power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. Boom. This is the power of men of the Lord. And you're going to see that in Jacob's trouble. And that's why it says, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. See? That's when our ass going to shut up. Because right now, brothers, these people are carnal. Listen, these people are carnal. I don't care how long you've been with your woman, how good you did this and what you did that, how many niggas you knocked out. They're carnal. They do not look at you as more powerful than Babylon. You have to accept that right now. A prophet's not accepted in his own city. Okay? We're still looked at as just carnal men with a little bit of confidence. You weird, you funny, you got some confidence too. They can't see it. They can't see our God mode, but they will soon. And it's easy to see. Going back, I just happened to see this. Going back to my conversation. A middle-aged, recently divorced woman struggling in a 1-bedroom apartment with 3 kids that she don't even got. She was pouring out to me. She was pouring out because they're done. Brothers, okay, pride is making them front right now. But my thing is man, don't waste your beautiful energy trying to rizz up some used car, man. Okay, this shit is what it is. Any woman out there that are offended, man, fuck you. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna say it straight like that. Your opinion don't matter. You women's opinions don't matter. You see what women did to Sakari for that ill leadership? It ain't happening over here, and that's because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Rakak, without starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the order is coming back on earth. Great. We are bringing order back on earth through the spirit. Okay, sisters being quiet, listening, taking heed. Don't get out of line. We're gonna have to check you. Don't get out of line. We're gonna check you, man. Okay. Isaiah 65:13. Just like in Jacob, shut the fuck up. Shh. I don't mean always going to sound like that or talk like that, but when in particular people showcase certain characteristics, that shit's got to get nipped in the bud quick. Okay? Isaiah 65:13. Look, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants. Who are the Lord's servants? The prophets. Who are the Lord's servants? The prophets. What are the women? The helpmeet. Okay? But all these other camps, they're putting you up and doing this and saying that, and they're putting demons on you, man. And you're silly. You laden with iniquity. Now you got demons on you. See? It says, my servant shall eat See, Elijah, eat. Men of the Lord, eat. Daniel, eat. Okay? See, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See that? See, people act different when they're hungry, man. Okay? People act different when they're hungry. You're either going to be hangry, weak, famished. Okay? And in that day, that's when a woman is going to, if she knows the truth, she's going to thank Yahweh Shemel Shai for a man. All right? That whole conversation this woman had with me in that 15 minutes, I said, damn, even though we know it, it was the fact that the Lord had a humble spirit on her to pour it all out to me, even though we know you struggling. We know you lonely. we know you're feeling the effects of that wine you've been drunk off. But this is where reality is being showcased through the scriptures of prophecy. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. See, you have a lot of women die of hunger. A lot of men too, and children. Cannibalism's coming back. See, a lot of, I can do bad by myself. They're going to have to be eating somebody by name. It's going to get bad out here. Okay. It says the vintage shall fail. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. See, there's going to be a big difference in the spirit and in the mind in Jacob's trouble. This is why Isaiah 4:1 is so easy to see coming to pass as a prophecy. Because I speak as a man, but just going through the collection of precepts pertaining to prophecy, one would have to come to the conclusion that, yeah, in the midst of this, I can see women looking for us, fighting to get to us, trying to hold on to us, saying, please let me be called by your name before this destruction touches me. See that? So it's showing you a woman's going to be saved through childbearing, through faith, being under a man of the Lord. That's why we always tell you, sister, every single one of you sisters out here, if you are not a 2/3, if you don't have a man, that's because a man of the Lord is your man. Okay? And it says, behold, so act right. Okay? And I always tell for even the sisters, don't be up here talking to multiple men. Don't be sending messages back and this and that. You better be in the right spirit, man, because the Lord is watching all of us. It's about roles. Play your role. Play your part. We all playing our part here. My servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Men are going to be ashamed and women are going to be ashamed. Women are going to be shamed in Jacob's trouble, man. No wig, hairy legs, hungry, limping. Oh my God, that child support ain't gonna support you then, huh? That Control-Alt-Deleting all them babies ain't gonna help you, huh? This is the reality, folks. This is the reality. And Esau was set up to separate you from the Israelite man. See? And now with the curses, now you look at the man like he ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit. And that's why Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, is so beautiful, man. He who we had sometimes in derision and reproach, who counted his life madness, how was he numbered among the saints? You know? And, oh, let me get a nigga with a Bugatti. Bitch, a Bugatti is nothing more than a glorified Audi. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow. Why? Yo, Jacob's trouble is going to be exactly that. Shit, even look at a bar fight, you know. I remember even in the world, man, it was a situation. Jake got too drunk, punched another Jake, and this random woman grabbed on me. Let me walk with you. Let me just walk with you. See, it's just right now, it's the pride. It's the deception of what you think of opportunity. Okay? We're just telling you how prophecy is we're just telling you how characteristic is gonna fall on people pertaining to prophecy. Okay? And you ain't gonna have no arguing about multiple women in that day. Because I was thinking about it. Like even something small is, imagine like a Ishmaelite who owns a business in New York City. Then he hires all these women. Those women subconsciously all start playing roles as his wife. Okay. Remember when they had a fight to get pop? I'm not trying to sound lewd, but when you go into the scriptures, you had one woman who got mandrakes so she could get with Jacob that night. See, the ancient way is coming back, going back to Genesis 1. Let us make man in our image. See, This is the reason why I pulled this precept out, but I didn't read it. Natural order is coming back. Okay. Right now, women got demons on them, and that's another thing. Let me just say this: a man with money and resources, women don't care how many women he's got, as long as she can get some of that blessing. See, it's because we're so-called black men in the ghettos and slums and hoods reading out the scriptures, and all you see is carnal. This nigga ain't gonna do nothing to me. That's why you ain't gonna get picked up. You ain't gonna get picked up because right now in the real world. Hey, any man with resources got more than one woman, and the woman is not lording over that man because of his carnal resources. She plays her role. She knows she got to shut up. So in Jacob's trouble, the woman's going to go back to her natural role because what she's going to want is what that man is getting, and that's salvation. See? Isaiah 4:1 is so easy to see. Please, let me get with you. Let me go with you. Let me get back to this. Where was I at? Oh, yes. Isaiah 65. I'm going to say it the second or thrice time. If you got a problem with this lesson, you got demons on you, you're more than likely going to get left. So check yourself, man. Check yourself. Majority of the women here in Babylon are going to be alone, stressed, bald-headed, and hungry and die. Oh, well. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. See, that time is coming, man. All right, and it's approaching fast because the mirth is gone. The mirth is gone. Why does random middle-aged woman start telling me her struggle story? Because that is the common consensus for the average woman that has fallen victim to the wine of Babylon and didn't want to hearken or have the ears set up to hear a man of the Lord. Okay, there's rare cases, but for the most, not good, no good. Let's keep going. Isaiah 24:9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter than them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. We need answers. What do we do? Where do we go? Remember that video I did a while back? Well, I'm not saying remember me, but remember a while back when there was talks of Snap being canceled? I did a lesson on it, and this appeared to be a Shedemite woman. She said, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? You know how many women live in a house by themselves with multiple children and no man? Or multiple men, but it's just spaced out? Oh, man, that's going to be one of the most pitiful cases in Jacob's trouble. Now, let me read this again. Okay, that's what I wanted. Let's get, is that Isaiah 33:6? Isaiah, this is what you call entering God mode, brother. This is entering God mode, okay? We're not here to appease your flesh. We're here to tell you what it is in the spirit, whether you like it or not. You ain't gonna like you don't like this lesson, you ain't gonna like Jacob's trouble. And for the sisters that the Lord is dealing with, because there is elect women within the 1/3. But what are the women elect? What are the elect women for? For the man. Okay. Isaiah 33:6. All right. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." And I feel like I'm still scratching the surface on this topic. I truly do. There's so many times after I'm done with a lesson where I'm like, I could have said more. I could have brought out more precepts. I could have brought more, but all I can do is what the Lord has given me. Okay. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, brothers. Okay. We're going to be stable. And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. See? And the woman is going to fear what? The sudden destruction around her, and she's going to fear that destruction happening to her. So natural order is going to take place according to prophecy, and she's going to gravitate to a man of the Lord for that salvation. Okay? Let's go back. See, there's a crying for wine in the streets, but who's going to have the answers? The men of the Lord. All joy is darkened. Ladies' night, leggings, all right, lying, adultery, all across the board, man. Okay? There's been a running of the muck of the creature here in Babylon, and it's disgusting. Okay? All the joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, and now we're seeing it. Now the conversations are different, you know? Women want to talk about marriage. Don't talk to me about marriage. Don't talk to me about marriage. Fuck you mean? I ain't about to get married to the state. Now the mirth is gone and now you ready to settle down. Bitch, be gone. I'm being funny. I'm joking, but you know what I mean? You know, I'm just speaking in a general sense. And we see it. And the city is left desolation and the gate is smitten with destruction. See that? See? So what they going to do in this time? Men are going to be afraid. Women are going to be afraid. And this is why you can see how Isaiah 4:1 is going to come to pass. Let's read it. And that's the lesson, whether you like it or not. We deal with the bitter. Shit, it's good for your digestive system. Someone tell Assad that. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, see what day? The day of Jacob's trouble, the day of wasteness, you know, the day of scarcity, the day of lack of bread, the day when they will not regard governors and kings. And if a man or men are not regarding their own kings, princes, and governors, what the fuck you think they're going to do to a woman? Huh? You think they're going to hold the door before your ass? That's the shit. When you see women, the group of men, they're like packs of lions. Every single one of them is ready to rip that shit apart. See, right now, with society up, the plexiglass has got the lions back. But when society breaks, that's when the lions are going to roam. And they're going to treat these women like gazelles. Okay? So keep walking with ass and titty out, proud, thinking you know everything. And your little best friend neighbor who always smiles and helps you with the groceries and the garbage cans. Oh, yeah, he's coming to collect. Idiot. He's coming to collect. See, right now, women, even in my job, you know, it's a business setting. They got their little titties out. They're shaking ass. You can tell they got thongs on and tight apparel. Let society collapse. So what you think going to happen to those women? Huh? We know what's going to happen. But we're called grape. We're called all these nasty words and all this bearing false witness on us because we're telling you the reality of life according to the scriptures. Jake is not ready for the reality that's about to set in, man. It says, look at this, man. This is a very humbling prophecy. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. And you know, I have about 6 or 7 dreams that I remember. Okay. And I bring them up now and then. I got to bring this one up. Now I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to say it real quick. So I had this dream, but I never fully always tell it. So I'm going to tell it now. All right. And in this dream, I was in a building. It was like a tower. And there was masses of men and people and chaos. And I had to run through them to get out of this building. And the Lord gave me spirit. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm just telling you the dream that I had, you know, it is what it is. And I remember jumping on these individuals like shoulders and heads, like a Kung Fu flick. And I was able to hop out of this packed, raided building of chaos, got downstairs, saw more chaos, you know, more hell. Then I was able to hide as people were killing each other, murdering each other. And then I was hiding in a tree as I was watching Esau and pickup trucks looking for bodies to eat. And then somehow I finally ended up in this building, but the building was like locked. And when I got to a door, it was brothers from an in particular GMS camp. And I remember we were hugging each other and we were hugging one another, you know, we were in this room. But even though we were in this room, we could see everything around us. And then we went through another door. And when we got through that door, it was me and other men. But when I went through the door, there was women holding on to me, a woman holding onto my leg, another woman kissing on my hand. And I remember looking down, I said, oh, wow, why are they not fighting with each other? Why are they not mad that I have more than one woman? You see? And then I woke up. So what I'm getting at is it was like I had a dream of Jacob's trouble and in particular prophecies happening, you know, so you could see it. So it's just, you know, it's just heavy, man. It says, and in that day, 7 women means complete. Okay. Don't worry. Don't be letting no woman go through your fucking phone either, man. You brothers stand on yours. You know, I've told a woman before, what the fuck are you, the government? Damn, you got to put your foot down with these creatures. Okay. You got to put your foot down. I'm not a mean guy, but I have boundaries and there is respect is demanded. Okay. So look, in that day, bro, women ain't gonna be arguing. This your girl, this your woman. Shut your ass up. We're not even gonna have to tell them that. See? And in that day, 7 women, a complete number of women shall take hold of one elect Israelite man. Saying, this is what they're going to say. We will eat our own bread. You don't got to take me to, I don't care if it's Cheesecake Factory. See? But right now is this nigga took me here. It's pride. It's just pride, brothers. It's just pride. They're demonic and they got pride. I always like to look like the Lord is delivering me from women when they're not showing interest in me. It would just complicate my life. I got to serve the Lord. I have to come home. I have to do lessons. I have to read. I have to stay in the scriptures. I have a job to do. See? They get selfish. They want attention. You being an antichrist, man. You know? We will eat our own bread. I bet you would. And wear our own apparel. So now you got to buy their weave and their nails and buy their phone and buy the blah, which I never did. I'd never been a man like that. But that's a real culture out here. But when Jacob trouble come, that shit's going to change. We're going to wear our own apparel. We're going to cook our own food. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And how are you going to be called by that name? By becoming your woman through the act of what? You already know. We're adults here. See? It says she'll be saved through childbearing, and she got to keep the faith. Let me just end it off on that. It's going to play out how it play out. She will be, and you got wicked ass camps that are using this precept to pop your ass now, and they not even men of the Lord. I mean, they might not even be men of the Lord. You got men using these precepts now, popping, getting ass, right? Getting pregnant, and you don't even know you just got popped by a 2/3. I'm just saying. That's real shit, man. And I'm thankful the Lord has it on my spirit to keep it real with you. Because guess what? If I didn't, we'd be lying to each other. What the hell we look like lying to each other, you know? Let me get this real quick. This is 1 Peter 2:15. Actually, 1 Timothy 2:15. That's the lesson. 1 Timothy 2:15. Talking about we got to wait 6 months. Shut your ass up, man. Shit. You don't even run across virgins like that. That's putting more pride on the woman. 1 Timothy 2:15, it says, let me start at 14. Let me start at 13. Let me start at, look at this. Look at all this. Let's get into it. Let's get this. All right. It says 1 Timothy 2:11. Wait till that spiritual power come. All right. Luke Cage, what? Black Lightning, what? Oh my God. Remember, in the day of that power, they're going to be willing. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. That's why we tell your sisters, hey, just listen. You know, I get it. You want to say shalom, bless us. Why do we appreciate that? You know, but ultimately, we just want you to listen, okay? Especially if you got a man, you should not even be commenting. You should, I don't care, brothers, no, okay? You already got a man. You got your husband, your hubby, okay? Show that love to that man. That man needs love. All the fucking hell Israelite men catching the world, showcase all that energy and love for that man. All right? Let's keep going. But I suffer not a woman to teach, but you got women teaching. You got women want to jump on the and doing their little YouTube shorts and all this shit, just off. Nor to assert authority over the man, but to be inside. Be quiet, baby. Shh. Okay. That's it. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And it's spiritual. As Eve came up to me the other day seeking counsel. See? I said, oh shit, Eve asking me for counsel. And guess what? She was asking counsel because she was being supplanted by Esau. See that? I said, that's an omen, man. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived. She puts the Eve in deceived and accept it. Don't lie. Don't try to front. This is why you humble down. I need this man. I need a man. But the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. There it is, man. You know, so everybody has a role to play. I did not expect this lesson to go that long, but this is the reality of what we're involved in. Okay. All this out of order, chaos, and confusion going out here, even within the world of Israel. That's why these lessons are very important, not lessons about marriage, lessons about checking your ass, rebuking Satan, okay? Rebuking Satan, see? So I just wanted to do this lesson. I was really inspired to do it, you know, so I pray that it was edifying, encouraging, and enlightening, okay? I pray that Yahushai's sheep are being fed And like I said, man, Isaiah 4:1 is not hard to see at all. All right. So, hey, brothers, lock in. Okay. Remain diligent. Stay spiritually sober. All right. We are the prize. We are gods that have been dying like men. Okay. The Most High's flock is of men. This is about order. So be in order, because the Most High is not the author of confusion. So with that being said, I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.